Why hello there, Salomdi back again, and this is just some Carl gameplay, very stumpy as you'll see. I end up going 33-1 with the most bot kills on my team, so yeah, very stumpy gameplay. If you guys want to know how I play Carl, feel free to ask. At the moment, what I'm doing here, as all of the vending machines have glitched out, it is actually looking for an enemy jungler, but it seems that the enemy team didn't actually have one at all. And pretty much the basis for my entire gameplay when it comes to Spark, Carl, not Spark. Don't play Spark. He's not a very good character. Drops off hard late game. But yeah, one of the things that I do as Carl is stay in the jungle and try and then drop down for a kill. And basically, my skill upgrade order is I'm maxing my stun offense and junior in that order, because Carl's burst combo is ridiculous, and that's what I use. Basically, some stun Carl junior and handler. Not stun Carl junior. What am I talking about? It's how I get most of my kills. I know that Liberty or Ruin, who's Heaven's Knight 1776. He's a pretty damn good Carl player, so you should check. And also, he plays a bit of tank, but he's a damn good player, and you should check him out as well. And I know that he does his skill upgrade order differently to me. I go, like I said, I go for stun offense junior. He goes junior offense prop hop, which is pretty good. I try incorporating a bit more prop hop into my build, and I've actually changed my build since this match, as you see me fail rather epically there. I think I've got a level advantage over everyone. You can't tell because this was recorded in theatre mode. But honestly, I literally was just rolling people in this match. I found it was just me stomping the absolute living shite out of people. But yeah, I'm honestly not sure which playstyle is better. I know that he's actually a little bit better with Carl than I am, regardless. In fact, he'll do better in high skill plays. I'm just really good at stomping noobs with Carl, simply because, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to, should we say, combat other junglers when it comes to high level play with Carl. And if I'm perfectly honest, most of the stuff that I do with him is just me. It's just pretty much me playing him like a commando. That's the easiest way to explain it. And also Carl has very good bot clearing abilities. Not quite as good as the assaults, but still really good. The assault has the best, if not the second best, bot clearing ability in the game. The only person who could possibly have better bot clearing ability is Combat Girl, simply due to her laser being able to wipe out an entire lane, and it does quite a lot of damage. Whereas the assault can wipe out an entire wave whilst doing quite high damage with his assault rifle, and better damage at range due to his grenade launcher. but he doesn't have quite the area denial capabilities of Combat Girl, simply because Combat Girl has the ability just to completely lock down an area with 45 kitty turrets. So there's always that. But it does restrict Combat Girl to one lane slightly more than the Assault. The Assault can switch between 2 lanes and hoover up bot kills. I've actually got Assault gameplay, which I can post if you guys want. I've also got some Stompy Assassin gameplay. Not sure what the score on either of those is. I know that the Assault game has like 200 plus bot kills. So yeah, wow, I can't believe I didn't notice that Combat Girl behind me just then. But yeah, I think we're coming up to the first Annihilator right now. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, I remember what happened. Basically, both teams completely ignored the Annihilator, as you can see there, which just shows you the caliber of both teams, and me just having too much fun stomping people. So I completely forgot about it, which would have been quite bad if anybody on the enemy team realized what the hell was going on. And yeah, I haven't upgraded my prop hop at this point, so I don't actually have as much vertical mobility as I do with my updated build. My updated build is kind of a weird build order, but it's still pretty much maxes. It maxes junior and offense at the same time, whilst maxing prop hop and stun at the same time, because prop hop's a pretty good mobility tool. And you can do quite well without it. Stun is nice to have, and constitutes Carl's burst damage combo, but you do need that additional ability. Also, the the ability to ring up people with higher levels of prop pop is really good. Oh yeah, one thing that I've posted on the forums recently. I personally, at the moment especially, think that juice is too expensive for what you're getting out of it. I mean, yes, you can get it naturally, so buying it should be slightly more expensive. But I feel like the cost of juice should be more around 1,000. Maybe 1,500, but it shouldn't be 2,000. Simply because you're not you shouldn't have the if you don't even have half of the effectiveness of the Annihilator for that $2,000 that you have to spend, despite you being able to get it naturally. And I'll come on to actually getting juice naturally in a bit. But for basically what you're getting when you buy juice, when you use juice, is you're getting a Regenitol, you're getting you're getting one Regenitol, one Metabolizing, increased critical damage, increased 100% critical strike, and then increased reload speed, and potentially the ability to break out of grapples. And if you ask me, currently it sits at for guaranteed crits. If you like think through it a bit, the increased health regen and the speed boost are worth 250 each, so that constitutes 500. So basically, the rest of the value of juice is completely made up of guaranteed crits and increased critical damage. and reload speed. Reload speed is not that big. It barely boosts your DPS at all. If yeah, it barely boosts it at all. I mean, it's in your DPS boost. The DPS boost you get from that is insignificant compared to the DPS boost you get from guaranteed crits and guaranteed crits and 100% crits. Sorry, wait, guaranteed crits and 100% crits? What the hell am I saying? Guaranteed crits and increased critical damage. I mean, at the moment, the main use is, well, number one use of Juice is killing a turret. Number two is pushing a bot lane. Number three is probably breaking out of grapple. Number four, killing people. And number five is probably using it as Regenitol. And that, yeah, there is the whole you break out of grapples. But doing so wastes practically every other aspect of Juice. And whilst it is kind of an "oh shit, I got grappled" button in some cases, like there here you're seeing me use Juice, like I said, to break turrets. That's its main use. But the "oh shit" button, increased reload speed, which is not that significant. Increase guaranteed crits and increased critical damage. If you use the if you're using the breakout of grapples, then you're pretty much wasting all other aspects of it. So you're paying 2,000 to temporarily prolong you not dying. Like, it's not incredibly useful. That's a whole balance issue in itself, whether or not the only 3 seconds of Juice for breaking out of a grapple is a bit harsh. Possibly it is. I'd like to see it increased to 5 seconds just to see what it's like, or even 4 seconds, so it's not quite as punching for using it. And yeah, so basically all those things come to 1,500, and in my opinion, that it's really not worth that. I think it's worth, should I say, I don't know, 500 to 1,000, something in that region. I personally would like to see Juice lowered to 1,000, just so that we see a bit more offensive play, and you don't have to play as passively by basically just waiting for you to take enough damage to build up enough Juice to actually build up enough Juice to push a lane or to kill a turret. I think it'd encourage a lot more fast-paced gameplay, and also some, well, yeah, just make it actually make more sense in terms of the cost, because I mean it's really not worth the same as 4 bot spawns. 4 bot spawns at the moment is worth a lot more, in my opinion, than a single Juice. So the same with along with 4 bot spawns, 2 annihilators. 1 Juice isn't worth 2 annihilators, even if it is up more often. As in, you're able to buy it more often than whatchamacallit, than you're able to the annihilator, and considerably so. And also the whole the way that you gain Juice is kind of bullshit. I'd like to see the way that you gain Juice actually changed back kind of to what it is was in MNC. in that you gain juice for doing damage rather than taking it. So for example, or perhaps just have it for killing bots, I don't know. But basically make it so that the more damage that you do, probably, and then adjust it, the more juice you get, but then adjust it for the way that you get it. For example, the assault bomb can do quite a bit of damage to a lot of targets. So he'd be able to farm juice really quickly just by spamming bomb. So you perhaps want to turn down the juice gain on the assault bomb. However, something like the hurt gun that should have quite a high juice gain for the amount of damage it does, considering that it slows people quite a lot, and that sets up a lot of kills for your team. Things like that. I'd prefer to see offensive play rewarded rather than more than passive play, because it's just more exciting to watch. I mean, would you rather me play like this, or would you rather see a game where I pretty much just sit at the back of my own lane the entire game, not just shooting bots, playing incredibly passively, but basically playing really try hard and playing to win, and then only taking offensive action when I get juice. I mean, that's actually one of the tactics that one of the captains in skill plays actually uses. Don't give the enemy team juice, only shoot their bots. Try and deny them as much juice as possible. And it actually works very effectively. I'm really not gonna lie. It's surprising how effective just denying your enemies damage unless you can kill them actually is. But your whole team has to do it. Otherwise, it won't work. So for an organised team, that's actually a very effective strategy, but it's a really boring strategy, both to play with and against, because if you're playing with that strategy, it means that you very rarely get kills. I mean, the only time you do is if someone overextends, which in competitive play doesn't have well. When I say competitive play, I mean the skill plays, which is like mock competitive play, if you will. And then, oh yeah, this is my one death of the game, by the way. I get screwed over by that scrambler. But and also, if an enemy team is playing this incredibly passive play style against you, it means that they're not going to be playing very they're not playing aggressively. There's no reason for you to play aggressively, and you just pretty much come to a stalemate on who can kill the most bots, and it becomes incredibly boring. I would much rather see it change to the amount of damage that's done. And what was the other thing that I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, does anybody else think that Gunslinger is a bit retarded as she is in her current form? Presently, it's pretty much just spam gun flurry, spam kneecap, and which pretty much takes no aiming ability whatsoever. And then spam those two, and pretty much get kills. And it mulches bot waves anyway, as well. So as well as the cooldowns being ridiculously short. And I think what we should do. Well, this is just my suggestion at least. Anyway, but I think that in order to make her take a bit more skill, reduce the cooldown a bit on Gun Flurry, and narrow the cone a bit, but increase the damage. So it takes more skill to aim, and it's easier to get out of. But it allows her to be more bursty if you catch people with it. And it makes her a little bit more skillful, and a bit less spammy, because at the moment the amount of spam that you get, that you do, that is just ridiculous. And when I saw that, I laughed so much, because I thought, because his body just falls off the edge. But yeah, if I think that if that were to happen, and then also you make it so that you, with kneecap, you only kneecap the a single target, which is the one that's nearest your, or maybe two, or maybe make it increase by level, but increase the oh wait, no, that was my only death. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, gun singer's kneecap. Like, for the amount that she can spam it, and like, yeah, for the amount that she can spam it with the range that it has on the number of people that you can do it on, it seems a bit much, especially if someone gets chicky buff. I don't know about skill regen endorsements. No one's actually been able to test them, because no one's had enough money. But yeah, it basically just feels a bit too spammy, and it's really, really irritating to go up against. It's a bit like Carl's Megahertz. It's annoying to go up against because it's so spammy. In the bad Carls will use it whenever it's off cooldown, simply to annoy the enemy team. Not Carl's, Captain Sparks. Captain Spark actually deserves an entire video to himself, simply because of how badly he falls off late game, and how the assassin is better than him early game. Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised I managed to talk this long. That's the game. I hope you got something out of this. So yeah, bye.